Good afternoon, Paul Meyer with DealerVendorMatch.com, coming to you live from day 2 of Digital Dealer 2021 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lots of great contacts here, lots of great vendor partners, and we're going to speak with one of them right now. So give me a second here. Camera. Perfect. I'm with Pedro. He's with QB Business Solutions. You can find out more information about them on DealerVendorMatch.com. Their profile will be up within a few days. But hey, Pedro, how are you?
How are you, Paul? Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So there are a lot of things that dealers struggle with,
Yep.
and we can't get into all of them at this time, but there are a few areas where you specialize. Tell us how you add value to their business.
Absolutely. My name is Pedro, as you said. I'm an account manager with QB Business Solutions. I specialize directly in warranty rate reimbursement increases. What's great about what we do is we have dealers always looking to identify needs for parts and labor. Our job is to make sure that we calculate the best forecast for your store based on your financial numbers. Give it to us, we'll build a forecast. We'll let you know what we can do for your parts and what we can do for your labor. The great thing about what we do is you don't need to add a person or need to add more advertisement dollars to what you do. Contact us, we'll give you a forecast, and we'll help you increase your parts markup above the national average. And at the same time, we'll help you increase your warranty rates for labor as close to your door rates as possible.
Now, one of the things that I really was impressed about, I should say, is you have on your website, you have a tool, right?
Yes.
So oftentimes we want to find out some general information before we kind of jump into the pool, right? Kind of test the water. And the tool, the dealer puts in their numbers.
Absolutely.
And it automatically then calculates what the return is that either they're missing the opportunity on or what they could actually get.
Absolutely. If you're in a state where you're getting cost plus 40 right now in parts, just know that you can be significantly above that. To give you an idea, the national average parts markup is 76%. So if your store is nowhere near that, you need to call QB Business to help you with that. The calculator that we have in our website is great because you can take some of your financial data that's available to you right now, put some of those numbers in, and you can see somewhat of what you're able to get for your store. The same thing for labor. If you turn about 1,000 hours a month and you have a $10 gap in your warranty rate, right now you have about a $10,000 miss a month that you could be putting right back into your dealer.
And you know, $10,000 a month may not sound like a lot of money, but at the end of the year, and we're all open for business 12 months out of the year,
yes,
that's $120,000.
Thank you for doing the math for me. That is 100% correct. You get over $120,000, that's just the minimum.
And that's one example. There are many stores that do more than that.
Absolutely. We get, on average, anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 increases, depending on your store's volume.
And the other thing that I like also is that calculator is pretty darn accurate.
Oh, it's very accurate. You put your information in. If you want more details as to how we go about our process, the greatest thing is you can call myself, Pedro, one of the account managers, or you can contact any one of our team. We'll give you all the information pertaining to your state and your brand.
What's a good number to reach you at?
The best number to reach me at is going to be 561-429-4865. That is our office number directly.
And you guys are nationwide?
We are nationwide. We do every brand in the United States. Go to www.qbbusinesssolutions.com. Yes, with every S.
That's awesome. Pedro, thank you very much.
Paul, it's a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, we're going to take a walk on the floor here, and we're going to meet a couple more folks. Lots of great stuff going on here.
Hey, Doug.
This is the place to be if you run a store. Let's face it, we can't do it all by hand, but we can leverage technology, available technologies. These companies spend millions of dollars to develop the software and the technologies to do many of the calculations that previously you had to do manually. It takes hours, and you never really capture all of the information that you need. But with the right software, hey, this is the guy I used to work with over here. How are you, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
I'll come see you in a few.
All right.
All right, we are at the Client Command booth now, okay? And let me tell you a little something about Client Command. One of the things that I love about them right out of the gate is the culture of the company. They're all about the people. And I follow them online, I follow them on LinkedIn, and they do some really cool things. And they are a company that gives back to the community. You know, they're not just about the buck. They're about making our community a better place for everybody. And they've got some really cool software. So I'm here with Eric, and Eric is going to talk to us about some of the things they do and how it would benefit you to get to know a guy like Eric.
Awesome.
How are you, Eric?
Doing great. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to take a little bit of liberty and say, from a dealer's perspective, this is what the landscape looks like. And what I mean by that is the customer nowadays has the ability to do the vast majority of their searching behind the scenes. And about 60 to 75% of the way through their journey, that's when they finally engage the dealer. But at that point in time, they already know how long you've had the vehicle in stock, approximately what you paid for it, what they can buy that same vehicle for 150, 200 miles away. They've got a pre-approval from their credit union, and they can even have a check in their hand from a third party that's going to buy their trade-in. They walk into your store and they go, here's the deal I want. Can you beat it?
If they even walk into your store.
You're absolutely correct.
Because if they've done all that work, there's a good chance they may not even make it to your store.
I completely agree. At Client Command, I want to level the playing field. What I mean by that is we're going to show you exactly who's in your marketplace, what they're shopping for, and we're going to help you get in front of them with a marketing mix and a marketing cadence day one.
Hashtag data.
So at the end of the day, I can guarantee that they'll buy from you, not your competitor down the road. Let's dive in. Right now in the United States, we've got 3.1 million people actively shopping for a vehicle.
It's a lot of people.
Let's stroll into our backyard here. We're hanging out in Las Vegas for the week. There's 21,741 people looking for a vehicle within 20 miles of where we're sitting at right now. What if we were working with a Subaru store? There's 1,863 people actively looking for a Subaru. We could stop right here. I could walk into your office, give you this data, and I've effectively made your marketing almost 10 times more efficient by eliminating about 19,000 people that aren't looking for what you have in stock. But we're not done there.
Now here's where that's key for everybody to understand, okay? I was servicing my Lexus, one of my previous cars, at they had two franchises, Lexus and Chevrolet. I had Lexus. That's what I brought in for service. Yet, to this day, I continue to get marketing pieces for a Chevrolet truck, which I will never drive. I have nothing against Chevrolet trucks, but it's just not the vehicle for me. Yet, they're spending money to market a truck to me that I will never buy. Whereas here, you get 1,863 active shoppers on specifically what it is that you have in stock and what they're looking to buy.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Now, let's have some fun, because we're Big Brother.
But I thought we were already having fun.
Oh, we're having a ton of fun.
More fun.
I want to have more fun with you. Because what we do at Client Command is pay attention to basically about 90% of the internet-connected devices in the United States. And with that reach, I get over 60 billion URL data points every single night. Now, we now know exactly what the customer is doing from an offline perspective, and we can mirror that with their active shopping behavior, and I can deliver this up to our dealer partners. Age of the customer, gender, how many kids are in the household income, exactly what they're looking for in terms of a vehicle, and more importantly, how many days that customer's been in the market.
So you don't have information. You're catching them early in the cycle.
Absolutely. You guys don't have to sit back and wait for that customer to engage you. We can lean in and be proactive and put a marketing mix and a marketing cadence in front of this customer tomorrow that's specifically designed to get her to exhibit the behavior we want, i.e. choose that Subaru Impreza, and more importantly, buy it from you guys.
Now, you look up permissions as well as part of what you do regarding marketing too.
So when that customer engages something not necessarily automotive related, they've given us their permissible purpose. That's where we're able to get in front of this customer well before the dealer can, because the dealer's not allowed to engage that customer if they've never done business with them in the past until that customer goes, "Hey, Mr. Dealer, I'm in the market for a vehicle. Can you help me?"
And they typically don't have access to knowing whether or not somebody's been given permission.
You're absolutely correct. So with us paying attention to everything else that customer's doing offline, not automotive related, we get that permissible purpose on behalf of the dealer and can now start pushing the dealer's marketing mix and cadence specific to that customer. So at the end of the day, we can guarantee that sale.
That's pretty impressive technology.
I seem to think so.
Because, there's so many spray and pray programs out there, but this, you're kind of putting a scope on the rifle that's infrared.
I love the analogy. Did 7 years in the Marine Corps, so when you go with a sniper type approach, I love that analogy.
That's true targeted marketing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and with everybody basically playing in the same sandbox right now, because 85 to 90% of the new cars are sold before they even hit the trucks to be shipped to your store. We're now looking at the Chevrolet store competing in the same sandbox as the Hyundai store, as the independent store, because everybody basically has the same mix of used cars.
Right.
So it's that much more important to get in front of that customer day one with the inventory that you have in stock.
Today.
We're not going to push Hyundai Elantra messages to a Hyundai customer if you don't have those vehicles in stock.
Right. How many times does somebody get a marketing piece from somebody else, some kind of loss leader special on a car they can't even get?
Absolutely.
What's the point?
What's the point? You're just wasting your money.
Yeah.
And now you're getting a frustrated customer because they think they can get what they're looking for from you, but you don't have it. So let's put relevant content in front of the customers that we know are searching for exactly what you guys have in stock.
That's targeting. Let's see here. So that gives you a little glimpse as to what Client Command is about. You can check them out online. What's your website?
www.clientcommand.com.
All right, check them out. And like I said, this is the mecca for technology, Digital Dealer. And then in March, we have NADA convention, which is even larger than this. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. I hope you learned a little bit and reach out to these folks. They can only help you. And it all starts with a conversation.